No big surprise, the Texas swimming programs are loaded again and gunning for another national championship. Got a couple seniors in here to talk about it, Kelsey Amundsen and also Austin Surhoff. Guys, welcome to Longhorn Network.
Thanks.
Kelsey, let's start with the women. You finished 9th in the NCAAs. Most programs would take that. For Texas, it's about, no, we got to do better than that. Carol Capitani is in. So you've got a new coach after 3 years of kind of doing it a different way. What's been the biggest adjustment?
It's more laid back.
Okay. Do you like that?
Yes.
It's Austin. It's got to be laid back, doesn't it?
Right. And she fits in so well to even our swim program, but also just Austin in general. She's laid back and funny, and it's just been fun. Like every day she'll, laugh at us, laugh at herself, and it's almost like a friend and a coach, and it's been fun. And the best thing is that I can say my senior year I'm still learning.
Good. Which
is a good thing.
Is there any one thing she's taught you that stood out?
To not put limits on yourself. I know people say that all the time, but she really sits down and will talk to you and, let you talk, and she will be super honest with you. And that's, I think, the best thing from a coach, to just, and she's honest when she says, you could be this good, and you believe her. So.
Well, both of you are team captains. Is that something? I'm sorry, you and Laura Sogar are both team captains. What does that detail in terms of responsibility-wise?
My biggest thing this year is our team has so much respect that it's so easy, which probably isn't the case in every team, but we're so close this year. We've gone through a lot the last 3 years, and Laura and I have always, had the same vision for our team, so it's easy for us to talk about, what we want to do, what we should say, and it just comes really natural.
Austin, things obviously came natural to you. Your freshman year, 2010, you're the Horns' leading scorer on the national championship squad. You've continued to improve, but now here you are, your senior year. When you look back as a freshman, is there one thing that you've really improved on the most?
Tinkering.
Tinkering?
Yes.
I didn't expect that answer.
Well,
Can you explain?
A big thing with Eddie and a culture that he's created on our team is to be a stroke technician and to always really look for a way to improve on it. When I came here, I was, happy to ride on the strokes that I developed since I was 12 years old. And it comes to a certain point when that's not enough anymore, and you've got to figure out the most efficient way to do your strokes. And I think that is the biggest part of what I've tried to work on since then.
You have a super athletic family. You've got a sister who's going to come swim here, a sister that's swimming at North Carolina. Your mom swam at North Carolina. And yes, if you're wondering, Surhoff, his dad is B.J. Surhoff, a 17-year Major League vet. Now, I would think he doesn't give you a lot of advice in the pool, but as a former professional athlete...
You'd be surprised.
Really? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. But as a former pro athlete, is there something that he imparts to you just kind of overall that helps out?
Because he can't directly influence what I do in the pool, because he never swam. He's recently gotten into that because myself, my sisters, and my brother all swim. But the biggest part for him is the mental part. You zoom out, and all athletes are basically the same, all the successful ones. Mm-hmm. On a mental level, you got to always be pushing yourself and know that there's always someone out there that's better than you. And he's imparted that on me since, I was a little kid playing a bunch of other sports, and that's something that's stuck with me since.
Well, Kelsey, my guess is he's harassing one of your teammates, because one of your teammates is Samantha Tucker. Yes, her brother is Justin Tucker, about to kick in the Super Bowl on Sunday. But you are a huge Ravens fan.
Yeah.
So do you bug Samantha a lot? How big a Ravens fan are you?
Bigger than her.
Bigger than her. She's just rooting for her brother.
She's a Ravens fan, but
for 1 year now, your lifetime.
What I bug her about is give me some more info. Your brother plays in the team. She's like, well, I might watch the game on Sunday. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the game.
But it's important enough for you. You were telling a story earlier that you paid for 30 minutes of Wi-Fi, what, $6 or $7 in a plane, just so you could get a little Ravens.
Twice.
Twice.
It went out because I wasn't planning on it, because the game goes in overtime, and I'm like, okay, half hour is gonna be just enough. Maybe we'll get in the first overtime. Then it goes in the second overtime. My Wi-Fi expires, and I'm like, well, of course I'm gonna get some more. I've come too far.
Well, they're going to be chasing their rings. Justin going to try and get one. You got lifetime Longhorns on both sides. But, you know, when you talk about Texas swimming and diving, both your teams are thinking about a national championship. Let's start with the women. What stands out about this team?
Like I said earlier, how close we are and how much we want Texas women's swimming to get back to how it used to be. If you look up at the pool in the 80s and 90s, they were so dominant. And I know Carol doesn't put those expectations like, we have to win this year. You know, she knows it's a process. And I think that's what Laura and I are trying to do, is just start this year and make it a process of getting back to where we used to be.
You feel like the men have a chance to win it?
Absolutely. I feel like
you're going to face Cal probably in the championship.
Cal
last 3 years.
It's safe to say that Cal will be, you know, one of the favorites this year.
Yeah.
But the beauty of our program is we have a culture where we at least like to think we have a shot every year.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you never know until you get there, really.
Well, you guys are talented in the pool. There's no doubt about that. But we also have some, is this from a talent show? I heard about a talent show. You guys want to fill me in on this? You're laughing. What's going on here? Come on,
She's
Kelsey.
talented. They were very talented.
Really?
We won.
You won. Okay, explain this picture right here.
So there's a thing called SAC, which is a Student Athlete Advisory Council.
Okay.
And for the women's team, I'm one of the representatives, and everyone does it. Basically, all the women's teams do a dance. And last year, it was really last minute, so I was trying to think of something to get my team to go on stage and do a dance. But we're not all coordinated, being swimmers, so...
What?
I had seen this thing on...
What do you mean you're not all coordinated?
YouTube, where they put a pillow over their head, draw a cartoon face, and you look like a midget with your shirt...
Little person.
Right.
Yeah.
So I figured anyone would dance, get up and dance if they had a pillow over their head.
Well, it's good to know the swimming and diving teams still have a lot of fun. We can't wait to check you guys out. You're already in the middle of your season. You got Big 12 action coming up, and we're going to see you in the NCAAs again. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.